Dzień dobry, my name is Ryan Robinson. I'm a security researcher with intview. I'm from Northern Ireland. And the role of my job is that I work mainly doing kind of blue team work. I'm a reverse engineer. I maintain a sandbox. That's kind of why I'm here to talk today. And sort of the company that I work in, we do autonomous SOC now. Yep, it's my first time at the conference, and it's been really, really good. You see there's people from like all sorts of different different companies, different countries here, and the tagline of the conference, when red meets blue, that really is it. You saw from the talks today, there was a few red team talks, and then I was sort of coming in from the blue side, and it just really is nice to meet people from all these kind of different walks within security, and then share what we know each other and kind of network, and yeah, just get to meet everyone in the industry. And I also really like coming to Poland. So my talk was about how loaders are still outwitting EDRs and sandboxes, and also AI tools now, since those are becoming a bit more prevalent. So personally for me, I've been reverse engineering for about 8 years now, maintaining a sandbox of 4 of those years. I've worked on both sides of being a security consumer, trying to protect the company, but also being a security vendor. So I was basically sharing some stories that I have over the years, and actually some frustrations around what it's like to maintain a sandbox, and just the constant arms race that, it feels like a constant fight between like threat actors and security vendors that just keeps escalating and imposing costs upon each other. Essentially I wanted to share those stories today. So the reason why I think cryptos are overlooked is that whenever people are trying to find the payload, ultimately it's at the end of the chain what kind of matters, because depending what is deployed, if it's like a crypto miner, it's kind of just a cleanup, it's not too bad. But if it's something like a stealer or a bot, that has the potential to harm a company, or say steal the data that you have, say related to customers, it's the difference between a cleanup and actually like maybe having to even like call lawyers or call like your incident response team. And so that's why I think payloads are mostly focused on. But when it comes to me, since I'm trying to maintain a sandbox, it's quite easy to detect a lot of these payloads when it comes to like strings and stuff. Again, you can very clearly see what it is. But I think what's less often talked about is how those payloads are sort of delivered, and it's actually what causes me more problems within the sandbox, because we're trying to actually get these things to run and unpack and all, and there's a huge like market on the side of like trying to sell loaders and cryptors, and that's where a lot of the innovation that comes from that like harms me personally. So I would say the biggest thing for me, it's just that in some ways it's not even trying to not be like sort of detected. It's not like it's trying to fully hide itself, but it's trying to hide and obfuscate what that payload is. And I think what the issue is now is that the people are trying to get the payloads deployed, instead of spending resources on like changing what the payload is, for instance, the stealer are trying to put the defenses into that, they can just like go to the market and and change up how the loader is. And sort of one of the things I was trying to get out during my talk is like a lot of these techniques are not actually too old in themselves, but how they're implemented, or how they're done is like very new. So it's kind of, there's some saying there's like many ways to, I forget, skin a cat, or like many ways to cut bread. You can do things in many different ways, and that is honestly enough to throw off like sandboxes and EDR vendors. The new thing that I was trying to bring in today against AI is that AI is very easily persuaded and very perceptible. So threat actors can control what the input is going into AI, and therefore when you control what the input going into AI is, it's trying to analyze that, and sometimes it sees a little bit too much in it. Whereas people that know how to do reverse engineering for a while and all know that things are going to be put in, they're just there to throw you off, and like we know to be a bit more skeptical. So hopefully we can actually see AI becoming a bit more skeptical in terms of what it's kind of looking at.